Mattress, Pittsburgh's #1 furniture and mattress store. Kids enjoying the family fun zone out on Federal Street for the ball game. Youth baseball and softball day here at the ballpark. And here comes the ghost chaser, Blake Bacher, who was acquired from the Marlins at the deadline, and he has opened a few times in his career. And on a Kids Sunday, always a chance to meet their heroes in various positions, including Esmeralda Valdez.
Now he has pitched multiple innings in these opening roles, so we'll see how far that Blake can go.
I'm not sure
today.
what the definition of a true opener is. It's like the guy that gets the first 4 batters, 5 outs, because Bacher has gone a couple innings.
He's a bulk opener.
He's a what?
Bulk opener.
A bulk opener. Here is the lineup, the bulk opener for the Pirates will face for the Red Sox. Nick Sogard will be followed by Cedon Rafaela. Wilyer Abreu is in right field. It'll be followed by Adley Rutschman and Caleb Durbin. Andrew Monasterio had some really good at-bats last night. Jaron Duran is in left. Anthony Ziegler will be followed by Connor Wong. And Nick York just arrived today, is in the starting lineup for the Pirates and signing a cast.
I see Lake's numbers with the Bucks, or excuse me, numbers with the when he starts. But
those are his bulk opener numbers.
Oh, I saw this. Oh, okay, I get it. I couldn't see through my car shield.
Yeah.
I saw starts 4. I thought those were starts. But, yeah.
So 65 2/3 innings. Here is the defense behind it, brought to you by Levin Furniture and Mattress. Jared Triolo and Brandon Lau are up the middle. Billy Cook is in center field. Rafael Flores Jr. at first. Just saw Nick York at third. Jake Mangum, Esmeralda Valdez on the corners. Henry Davis behind the plate. Pirates try to stack the deck with right-hand hitters against lefty Patrick Sandoval. We'll get to that when the Pirates come to the plate. But first off, here's Nick Sogard against Blake Bacher. Maybe a gracious call to start.
Yeah, got a little break on the very first pitch. Good way to get things going.
Slider misses to Sogard. Bacher, 42nd appearance of the year. He's 31 years old. Don Kelly trying to lead the Pirates to a series win. Check swing. Over there is Ryan Additon, the third base umpire on the appeal. So it's 2-1 on Nick Sogard.
Well, with the Skeens getting a couple extra days off, you're going to have a bullpen day.
And a bunt. Sogard and a bare hand, off balance throw, and a nice little pick on the other end by Flores.
Yeah, real nice play by Flores. That was outstanding. Kind of an in-between hop, and he came up with it.
Pretty play.
Oh, that's very nice. Blake going barehanded, and probably didn't have the fingers exactly where he wanted them, but he has no time. He has to just pick it and throw. No time. You can't shift your feet, can't do anything. You just got to
look at that snow cone.
Pick it up and fire it over there.
Cedon Rafaela returned to the lineup last night. Bacher and Flores combined on that nice defensive play. Rafaela had been hit by a pitch on his hand on Thursday in Toronto. The last game of their series against the Blue Jays. He was out of the lineup on Friday, but returned last night. Stays 1-2 on him. He went 1 for 5 and struck out 3 times. Last night was all about the pitching of Sonny Gray. Jared Jones started, went 5 innings, gave up a home run to Wilyer Abreu, and they added on 3 in the 9th, 3 insurance runs. Well, Bacher gets Rafaela. Bob, what are today's keys to the game presented by your Western PA Buick dealer?
Oh, the clean launch for Lake. It's going to be a bullpen game. You don't want to fall behind and have to play catch up at any time, but especially I think in a bullpen game. So hopefully Lake can throw a couple zeros up on the board early, get us off to a good start. And Triolo's in the leadoff spot today. So Tree hopefully will find the correct path as he leads this offense against a left-handed starter. And Triolo's been hitting the ball pretty well of late. So we'll talk about getting off to a good start. Maybe we can get off to a good start in the bottom half of this inning. Make the Red Sox have to play some catch-up.
Well, it'd be nice too if Bacher, to one of your points, one of your keys, he has a nice 1-2-3 first inning, set the tone. He's gone 0-2 on Abreu. Abreu now a 5-game hitting streak.
Well, every out he can get in this opener role is 1 out less that the bullpen's going to have to get today, as a whole bunch of those guys will be used.
Weekly hit to the right side. And 1-2-3 for Lake Bacher with some nice defense. He was a part of that. Head to the bottom half of the first inning. Bottom of the first inning, Lake Bacher and Rafael Flores Jr. Bacher apologizing for that throw. Flores says no problem.
He did everything he could do on that throw, I'm sure. Didn't have any time.
Jared Triolo going to lead things off. Esmeralda Valdez hits second. Then it's Brian Reynolds and Brandon Lau. By the way, a 5-game hitting streak now for the Magician. Flores Jr. hits 5th. Jake Mangum in the 6th spot. Nick York just up today from AAA Indianapolis. Billy Cook, a rare start in center. And Henry Davis against Patrick Sandoval, his 7th start since coming off the injured list.
You see Sandoval's numbers this year. He's been pretty good in his 30 innings.
Changeup has Triolo in the hole, 0-2.
It's the 3rd time this year he's been in this leadoff spot.
May the 8th, the last. That was in San Francisco. March 28th in New York first. He's 1 for 10 this year, batting leadoff. 34 games in his career Triolo has led off. Pirates continue to try and find the secret formula against left-handed starting pitching. Nick Gonzalez oftentimes as the leadoff man against a southpaw, but he's still out after taking that pitch. C-flap, his ball in the air to right, pretty well hit, but 1-ball, 2-strike pitch is hit to Abreu. That changeup hit the other way. The defense, and it's really good in the outfield in particular. Abreu, Rafaela, Durant, 48 defensive runs saved in the outfield for the Boston Red Sox. By far the best in baseball. Durbin Monasterio on the left side. Siegler, Sogard on the right side. Connor Wong catches Sandoval.
Well, they have one of the most, their home ballpark obviously, one of the most interesting outfield shapes to have to play.
One ball, 1 strike. Of course, they've got that short green monster in left field at Fenway.
Yeah, they're very high, so you got to play the rebounds, know when to go for the ball, when to go for the rebound. You got some very deep areas.
Deep to left field, toward the wall, and off the wall, a short hop, and Valdez into second base. with a 1-out double.
Yeah, I don't think that was played especially well. We're talking about how great defense they've had. Now, this is, to me, a good double, but an elite defender probably doesn't not catch a ball that bounces on the warning track.
Duran.
So the ball hits over to his right. I think he lost the ball, maybe up in a little bit of a gray sky, because he's not. The ball hit off to his right, not just. He wasn't just short getting there. He was in the wrong spot.
Reynolds with a drive to left center field. Duran on his horse, and he's not going to get there. Pirates take the lead. Brian Reynolds doubles. 1-0.
Another ball that lands on the track. It's not caught. This one is pretty much right dead in the gap, though. Long way to run to get to this ball. Well, good start against the lefty. Back-to-back doubles.
HN Supermo. And now it's Lau. And he goes the other way with a base hit. Reynolds had to hold. He's being waved. Duran's throw to the plate. Gonna be late. 2-0.
See what it gets though. Fastball down the middle. Nice aggressive. Going after it.
Tony Beasley waving home Reynolds.
Yeah, not real strong with the throw. That was
whoa, and now the ball gets away. And Lau will head to second.
Red Sox not having a strong defensive effort yet. Gonna have to have a little talk out there. Try to reset what they're doing. Yeah, that throw was not real deep in the outfield, and it still bounced twice. And it lost its velocity very quick. Well, Pirates having a nice little defensive top of the first. Can't say that for the Red Sox.
Here's Rafael Flores. It's a strike. A lot of action here after that first out was recorded. Xfinity batting stats, reliable Wi-Fi at one price. Rafael Flores Jr. at first base. Caught last night, was 1 for 3 at an infield hit. Opening game of the series was 3 for 4. Homered the other way in his first at bat off the lefty Jake Bennett. Two balls and a strike. It's interesting too, not a huge sample size. This is just Sandoval's 7th start, but left-handed left-handed batters coming in, hitting .500 against him. And Lau just singled in a run. And right-handed batters .253. But just about everybody will bat right-handed.
And the other one hitting .253. That's too many base hits allowed, period.
Yeah, so lefties are now hitting .515 against him. Updated. Yeah, there are the splits coming into this game. Two balls, two strikes on Flores. Ball 3. He's walked 13 and struck out 29 in his 30 innings. On deck, Mangum. And strikes him out looking for the second out.
Kind of like a borderline pitch. Take another look at it here. Solid strike, that's for sure. I thought good work on the pitch before that. Flores did, not chasing that changeup that was just a little bit low. Something that younger hitters will do a lot of. Chase changeups down. But then he took the fastball on the inside corner.
Mangum misses the changeup. Mangum 2 out of 3 last night. Was 0 for 4 the opening game of the series. He's driven in 28. Lau at second now with 2 down. Sandoval will turn 30 in a couple of days. Signed as a free agent December of 2024. Still 0-2. Mangum battling Patrick Sandoval. Nick York on deck. After 1 out, Valdez and Reynolds back-to-back doubles. Lau RBI single, went to second on the air on the pitcher. And the other way and foul.
Well, this would be a great run to pick up.
Sandoval signed a 2-year deal to come to Boston, rehabbing from Tommy John surgery, or an internal brace surgery that was performed in June of 2024 while with the Angels. Pop up on the infield. Siegler, and the catch is made. And the Pirates enjoying a 2-0 lead here at home. Why not? This is where everybody knows their name.
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You want to be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You want to be where
8th run batted in after Reynolds picked up RBI number 64 following the double by Esmeralyn Valdez. And a 2-0 lead for Pittsburgh. Adley Rutschman here in the second. Takes a strike. He is the DH today for Chad Tracy. The former Orioles catcher, caught last night. Was 0 for 3 with a walk. Played 4 games now with the Red Sox since being acquired at the deadline. Switch hitter Rutschman, 0 for 8 in the series. And Lake Bacher got a 1-2-3 first, falls behind 3-1. His last time out in relief in Miami 4 days ago, went 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, couple of homers, 46 pitches. And a leadoff free pass. Pirates did that too often last night. The leadoff walks.
Yeah, you know, those are always, you know, something that you try your best to not have, but they're very frustrating when they come right after your team put up 2 runs. To walk the leadoff hitter the very next inning, it frustrates you while you're on the mound and frustrates the guys leaning up on the railing over there.
I saw Paul Skeens, who was scheduled to start today. The Pirates announced last night after the game that he would instead start Wednesday. So it's a bullpen game today. And by the way, the Pirates have listed tomorrow TBA against the Tigers' Framber Valdez. So don't know who will start tomorrow's game. As Durbin shows bunt. It's 2-1 on Caleb Durbin. 1 for 6 in the series. An opposite field single last night against Jared Jones. Important second strike there. 2-2. The slider from Bacher. "31-year-old Winfield, Illinois native Lake Bacher. And on the 2-2 pitch, it's a base hit to center. 2 aboard with no one out for Boston. Andrew Monasterio comes to the plate. Look at the road report presented by AutoZone. The lefty Framber Valdez for the Tigers tomorrow. Pirates have not announced who will start against him. Kyer Montero will oppose Braxton Ashcraft Tuesday night, and then it's Paul Skeens Wednesday afternoon against Jackson Jobe.
I'm looking forward to see what Ashcraft does after that brilliant start that he had in Miami.
Bunt by Monasterio is foul. Yeah, Ashcraft was outstanding. Best start certainly of his career. Best start of the season by any Pirates pitcher. Hunter Barco joined the Pirates today. Pirates made some roster moves. Barco and Nick York up. Wilbert O'Tell and Jack Brannigan down to Indianapolis. Again, showing bunt. And it's taken. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Red Sox have the second most bunts, sacrifice bunts, in the league, behind only the Tampa Bay Rays. Determined to get it down and bunts it foul.
We had a shot at a force play there. That'd have been fair. Henry gets to that ball fairly quickly and was looking there, had the throw, but you could hear him yell foul ball.
Monasterio 3 sacrifice bunts this season. Checks. No swing. 2-2. That's Lance Barksdale, the crew chief over there at first. Jonathan Parra is behind the plate. Monasterio delivered a critical 2-run double last night of the 9th inning off Luke Weaver. And now it's a full count, and now it's getting dicey.
Now that it's a full count, if they wanted to be bold and are worried about that double play, you know, with all the bunting, they could start runners, but that would be an extremely bold move.
Not going. Ground ball. Third. There is 1, and there is 2 around the horn. Started by Nick York.
And that's why they wanted to bunt, and that's why you would have considered starting the runners on a 3-2 pitch. This is hopefully the rally that they look like they were building has now been nipped in the bud.
York to Lau to Flores, and now Duran. 2 for 7 in the series. Showing bunt with 2 outs and that runner at third.
At this point, you're just bunting for a base hit.
16 homers, 61 RBIs for Duran. So Bacher walked Rutschman to lead off the inning, then gave up the hit to Durbin. He gets Monasterio to put the ball on the ground. Oh, almost got him. Pitch in the dirt.
No swing for sure.
One ball, two strikes. Foul tip. Strikeout. Bacher and the Pirates get out of it. Lead 2-0.
Township Pirates Charities hosted a special fantasy camp at the Miracle League of Southwestern PA, where 55 players took part in a baseball skills clinic along with members of the Pirates. Connor Griffin, Brandon Lau, Paul Skeens, Esmeralyn Valdez, and Don Kelly were just some of the players and coaches that were in attendance. The gathering focused on athletes with special needs, and thanks to the special synthetic playing surface, players using wheelchairs or walkers were able to take part in various stations. More than 500 athletes compete in 3 divisions in Cranberry and that location throughout the year. Pirates Chairman Bob Nutting and Pirates Charities have been teaming up with the Miracle League in the greater Pittsburgh area and Manatee County down in Florida for more than 15 years. Greg, I don't need to tell you about it. You, as always, emceed the event.
It's great stuff, Dan. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, the Pirate players that were there, and Don Kelly, you mentioned that, and yeah, it's something that is so meaningful to Bob Nutting, and as he and others, Mike Sherry, the founder, the Miracle League of Southwestern Pennsylvania, Paul Skeens was there, and many others, many of the coaches. More meaningful to them is watching those athletes participate. There's the changeup that gets Nick York his first at bat in the big leagues since very early this season.
It's been a great partnership.
Yep.
All got its start, didn't it? At the Cranberry Field?
Yeah.
Years and years ago.
Yeah. Going on almost 20 years.
And it has just blossomed. So many fields now, providing that playing surface for everyone, and then go out and enjoy the great game.
Oh, one on Billy Cook. Sandoval with 2 strikeouts. Billy Cook recalled on Friday, again back in the big leagues. Hitting .293 with the Indianapolis Indians over 22 games during the course of the season down there. .901 OPS. Two balls, 2 strikes, and drawing his fair share of walks in the minors, but not yet in the major leagues for Billy Cook. Kind of an oddity, I guess. 100 walkless plate appearances to start his career. Sandoval, back-to-back strikeouts.
Yeah, Greg, I wonder if it has something to do with getting back-to-back starts. Get all the at-bats kind of pile up, and you get in a little bit of a, I don't know, seeing all those pitches every single night, several nights in a row, you get a better feel for, not chasing. And in the major leagues, a lot of times, not like today. Today he'll get multiple at-bats, but a lot of times it's been one at-bat in a game, and then 3 or 4 days before he gets another at-bat.
Very
Tough
inconsistent.
to get that feel and get into some kind of a groove with the strike zone, and start drawing walks. When you're coming off the bench, you're much more apt to be aggressive and swing the bat, not be looking to take so much. I think that has something to do with that number.
Henry Davis skies one up on the left side of the infield and going out to the outfield grass. Monasterio. Sandoval has a 1-2-3 second. It's 2-0 Pittsburgh.
Very cool moment earlier today for Bennett Reed down on the field, who had a chance to meet Paul Skeens, Connor Griffin, and Nick Gonzalez, the 7-year-old who was diagnosed with kidney cancer in January, would later throw out the first pitch, which is very cool. He had surgery to remove his right kidney and then went through 13 treatments of chemotherapy over a 21-week span. And in fact, his most recent scan was clear. That's awesome to hear. He loves to play football, basketball, wrestling, and of course, baseball. In fact, he was able to play third base for his team and hit his very first inside the park home run. Bennett and his family are in a suite today as special guests of Pirates chairman Bob Nutting. You saw there at the end of the video, Harman Majinski got a chance to bounce back out and give him a glove. Pretty cool, right? A lot going on for him before the game, and obviously now watching, well, a 2-0 lead for the Buccos, right?
How about that, Danny? 8 months after being diagnosed with kidney cancer, he's out there throwing out the first pitch to celebrate.
All clear. Yep.
That's awesome. 0-2 now on Anthony Siegler. Connor Griffin, speaking of all clear, maybe, I think tomorrow was what he told us a few weeks ago would be his big checkup day. Nick Gonzalez, but maybe Connor Griffin, knock on wood, check out that hand and will begin getting back on that field, starting his rehab before too much longer.
From his first day on, he just kept getting better and better. You could just see the improvement. At first, he looked like a 19-year-old kid, but after a while, you could see him getting comfortable, the bat's coming around, the defense. And I would say by the time he got hurt, Greg, he was our best all-around baseball player on the field.
No doubt. ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Ball is overturned. Boston has 2 challenges remaining.
Good challenge. Siegler. Yeah, I think they miss everybody, but boy, what would have been like to have him in the lineup every day? The shortstop, the defense. 3-2 now on Siegler.
I mean, at the time, you would, trying to put like, I guess a silver lining on it, or look at the good side, is like the offense had been clicking pretty much all year, and you thought, well, if you can afford a blow.
Into the left center field gap, and a double for Siegler.
I mean, you could afford it with the offense. Valdez came up, was extremely hot. Reynolds went on a tear, but eventually we've really missed him in that lineup daily for a number of reasons. The base running, the defense, all of that. Yeah, that looks like it was a real good challenge. Ended up being a leadoff double.
Mangum and Cook converging, and the double for Siegler. And here's Connor Wong hitting .241, 3 homers. Strike is called. Looked like he took a glance toward the third base coach, but Chad Epperson had his back turned. Oh, 0-2. See if Bacher can get Wong without him being able to advance Siegler to third. Hunter Barco up. Switch hitting Nick Sogard is on deck.
Blake has kind of done his job. Anything you get now is frosting on the cake. He's put up 2 zeros. On 42 pitches.
So it could be his last batter here. See if he can retire Connor Wong. Pop up. And there's Flores. See what Don Kelly does. One time through the order. Is that enough? Or is he going to let him face Sogard? Well, coming up on Friday, September the 4th, Pirates host the Angels, 6:45. Enjoy post-game Hall of Fame themed Zambelli Drone Show. Get your tickets at pirates.com. Angels come to town. Mike Trout. 3-game series following the Giants series.
You know, Greg, the fact that he got the pop up and the runner is still at second, now 1 out, might kept him in the game. Perhaps.
Yeah, maybe. And a right-hand hitter on deck, Rafaela. Then the lefty hitting Wilyer Abreu. Sogard bunted on Bacher starting the ball game, and Bacher made the bare hand play, and then on the other end, Rafael Flores, a nice pick. Leadoff double for Siegler. Levin Furniture and Mattress strike zone. Again, Bacher threw 46 pitches over 3 innings 4 days ago in Miami. Here's pitch number 46 today. 1-2.
He's gotten a lot of swings and check swings on that pitch right there. It's bouncing right in front of Davis's glove. See if he throws another one there. Oh, trying to go upstairs, I think, with that one. Maybe try to backdoor it. Either that or it just slipped out of his hand. But it looked to me like that Davis was not surprised that it was on the outside.
Just foul.
A little slower breaking ball that time.
Most pitches he's thrown in any one outing this season was back in June when he was still with the Marlins. 2 2/3 innings against the Washington Nationals. 49 pitches. Pitch 49 coming up here. And a challenge from Henry Davis. ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Get your challenge to pitch.
Nice.
Overturn, the pitch is a strike. The Pirates have 2 challenges remaining.
3rd strikeout for Bacher.
Well, they had a nice challenge. It paid off, and now we got one that did the same. You know, I saw Davis, after he asked for the challenge, looked over the dugout, gave a little hand motion, like you would say, like bring it up or whatever. It was almost like he wouldn't be asking them if it was high enough, because at this point you've already challenged, of course. Wait for this pitch.
He went, says Parra. Now he's out in front. 0-2.
Or was he telling them that pitch was high enough? And it made me wonder, you know, in the old days you would hear this, and you still do occasionally. Umpire will call a ball and he'll tell you where it's at. You know, like he might say ball low. Well, if he said ball low there, in Davis's mind, well, no way, that was not low. Might have been off the plate, but it wasn't low, so I'm going to challenge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's maybe why he gave that sign.
Wow. How about that? We talked about him, his
3
hobby.
zeros.
He's a ghost hunter, but today Red Sox hunting. Lake Bacher.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
2-0 on the UPMC scoreboard. Pirates baseball is presented by UPMC, the official healthcare provider of sports coverage on SNP. What a job by Lake Bacher. Kind of an emergency. What do you call him? A bulk starter?
Yeah, I mean, I threw that out as a joke. I don't know.
Well, no joke.
In the old days, it's an emergency start.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
But 3 shutout innings.
you know, whoever's the long guy. Never heard of bulk, unless you were talking about a cargo ship. But yeah, the long guy would be, they would tap on his shoulder and say,
Tag, you're it.
hey, either like you're pitching today or you're pitching tomorrow morning, and depending on when you get the news.
Now Triolo trying for a swinging bunt hit, and he will.
Like a leadoff hitter. Getting a leg hit. Leading off the inning. And those scenarios like that, Greg, you give them, you know, what you got for as long as you can. Nothing, there's really not huge expectations or anything, but like in this scenario, looking up there and you have 3 zeros on the board, that was an excellent effort. As a manager, you'd take that anytime, you know, in a scenario like this. It's what you're hoping for, really.
Yeah.
Get out, play with a little bit of a lead. It's a 2-run lead, but hopefully we can make it a little bit more with Triolo getting himself on to lead the inning off, because it is a bullpen game. And you know, you've seen over the years, just like I have, the bullpen games could go a lot of different ways. They might throw a shutout, or you know, I've seen bullpen games where, you know, your backup catcher becomes part of the bullpen toward the end of the game.
Yeah.
So it can play out anyway. But when you get it started with zeros and get a couple of runs up in a hurry.
Well, it's deep to right center field and off the wall. Triolo had to wait up. He's at third. Valdez safe for the double. But you know, Monasterio thinks he got him or he got hurt on the slide. The double for Valdez.
He wants them to look at this. He thinks he's got him out at second.
They will not challenge.
Ball just barely getting over the glove, up on the fence.
2 doubles for Valdez now.
Nobody out, so he just goes down, touches the base, and gets himself over to third.
Infield shortens up. Reynolds at the plate. A block by Wong.
Now, I don't know if you noticed, Greg, but when Valdez slid in, his foot went on top of Sigler's foot.
I did not notice that.
I think the glove had already, the tag had come off him at that point.
Line drive, base hit Reynolds. Pirates take a 3-0 lead. Reynolds' second RBI of the game.
Yeah, he's seeing the ball well. He smoked that one. He might have hit that ball harder than his double. A good job by Triolo. Line drive, took a step back to third. Didn't want to get doubled off. Make sure it's through before he jogged home.
No one out. Wow, with a base hit to right. It's 4-0. Well, they are up there with quite an aggressive approach here against Sandoval today.
And they did the same thing that the first time through the lineup when they scored the 2 runs in the first. They were up there hacking. We're taking very many pitches at all. And I think it allows 2 for 2 on 2 pitches, isn't it?
Yeah. Now here's Flores. Patrick Sandoval, his 7th game as a member of the Boston Red Sox, came in with a .330 ERA. Second career start against Pittsburgh. Bacher. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now 1-2. Flores struck out looking his first time up in the first inning. Sandoval suffered his first loss of the season on Tuesday in Toronto. Gave up 4 runs, 2 earned in 6 innings against the Jays. Reynolds at second, Lau at first. 2-2 count. Big cut. 4 strikeouts now for Sandoval. Our Toyota driving force, Lake Bacher. 3 brilliant innings.
I really like the slider that he had. That one I think was a curveball on that one. There were some real good sliders. There's another one he threw. Great job. Excellent 3 innings of work.
.50 pitches for Bacher. 3 shutout innings. Looks like Hunter Barco going to be coming on for the 4th.
They had to deal with a leadoff double, stranded him.
Yeah, leadoff walk in the second, leadoff double in the third, and now a pop up to shallow right field, dropping quickly and drops in for a hit, and the bases are loaded. Jake Mangum just putting the ball in play.
It's not his complete game, but that's a big part of it. Is avoid the strikeout, get a ball put in play, use your speed. The speed didn't help him out here, but it's just a little blooper down the line.
Abreu.
Good thing he left his feet, and then if he would have short hopped that ball, Reynolds might have been in a tough spot. He can't run. If he would have been in any position to make a throw to second. It's always tough for the runner to on that play there. You know, you can't go very far, because if he catches it, you're going to be an easy double play. But you can't just stay there next to the bag, because if he just comes in and short hops it, there goes the base hit for the guy that hit it, and you're forced out.
Well, here's a situation now. Andrew Bailey, the pitching coach, pays him a visit. Nick York, in his first game against the team that drafted him, the Boston Red Sox, called up today from AAA Indianapolis, struck out his first time. Now he's got the bases loaded, 1 out. Would he love to deliver a big hit here? The 24-year-old from Newport Beach, California, a first-round pick 6 years ago by these Red Sox, 17th overall that year. The Pirates made that move today, sending Jack Brannigan back down to the minors.
He needs to not think about all that stuff you just said, because if he does, then he'll maybe lengthen that swing, trying to go for the big shot.
And up the middle, and a base hit for Nick York will score 2. He does come through. 6-0 Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's a nice approach there. Cut down the swing, hit the line, drive, ground ball, whatever, get it back through the middle of the field. Go for the single and a couple of runs.
Welcome back to the big leagues, Nick York. Reynolds and Lau score to make it 6-0. York's first game in the major leagues since May 16th. Here's Billy Cook against Sandoval.
Getting a pretty comfortable lead up there now, 6-0. Bullpen guys are thinking, okay, which one of us is going to get to pitch the middle part of the game? Maybe pick up a W.
So would Barco be the middler then, Bob? If Bacher is the opener, is Barco the middler?
Middleman.
2-0 on Cook. Cook has 46 at-bats for the Pirates this year.
The middleman always, he gets his piece, he gets a piece of the profit. Well, in this case, the middleman's probably going to get a W.
Yeah. 2-1 count. 3-1. Drum roll. Could this be Billy Cook's first career walk? 101 consecutive plate appearances to start his career without a walk.
A runner in scoring position. He's probably going to swing if he likes it, but I would think he'd be a little particular. Yeah, that one,
liked it, yeah.
Well, yeah, it was fastball, middle. Take a run at that one with a guy at second.
Now 3-2. Cook with 9 hits and 46 at-bats at the major league level. 2 runs batted in. Former Orioles prospect. And he calls time. Billy Cook has been oftentimes a late inning defensive replacement this year when he's been at the big leagues. First taste of the major leagues with the Pirates 2 years ago. 3-2. Cook was a 10th round pick by the Baltimore Orioles 5 years ago. Out of Pepperdine.
That's where his manager, or where the manager of the Red Sox.
That's right. Chad Tracy, a Pepperdine product.
Yep. We remember that. Dad's day here as a manager.
Jim Tracy, the manager of the Pirates in 2006 and 2007. Another 3-2 pitch to Billy Cook. Another foul. Pirates picked up Billy Cook in a deadline deal 2 years ago with the Orioles for minor league pitcher Patrick Riley. Great guy to have on the team. Great teammate. Super positive. 3-2 count on him. Another foul. Be fair to say this is the longest at bat of his career. It'll be pitch number 9 coming up from Sandoval. This will be the 28th pitch of this inning for Sandoval. And the 9th to Billy Cook. Guess what? He walks. First one of his major league career.
He had to work for that one.
He sure did.
But he got it.
Walk this way. Sandoval's wondering where it is.
It was a ball. That's where it was.
Were his teammates yelling for that ball to be thrown out of play and authenticated? Here now is Henry Davis with the bases loaded. It's the longest, by the way, walkless stretch to start a career since the Pittsburgher Kevin Smith began his career with 129 walkless plate appearances. The White Sox. Fly ball left center. Catch made. Deep enough. Sac fly Davis. And the Pirates take a 7-0 lead. 9 to the plate. 7-0.
You know, isn't it odd how the game of baseball really is? You know, they push gains back. You find out today it's going to be a bullpen game. And, you know, they have a lefty on the mound. Our record this year is very poor against left-handed starters.
Well, Triolo lines out to right.
And now you're up 7-0 after 3.
That's baseball. York, a big part of that, the 2-run single, the former Red Sox prospect. Pirates pitching change presented by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
There you see Barco's numbers this year. Not a lot of work, just 14 innings. The high ERA with that amount of innings doesn't really mean much. Still move that around pretty quickly with a couple of good outings.
His 4th stint with the Pirates this year. Last time he pitched was in Cincinnati, end of July. Wilyer Abreu takes ball 1. 25-year-old Hunter Barco replacing Lake Bacher on the strike. And of course, he wants to fill the strike zone after the Pirates scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 3rd to take this 7-0 lead. It started with the infield swinging bunt hit by Jared Triolo. And Triolo smoked that ball to the first baseman Sogard on the right side of the infield, ending the 3rd. 10 to the plate. You're talking about, isn't baseball kind of a crazy funny game? Well, how about how that 5-run inning started? A little dribbler.
Yep.
And then all the hard hits. Reynolds.
Swinging bunt. That's the way it works.
Lau. An RBI single the other way. 2 of them the other way. 2-2 on Abreu. Gets the strikeout.
Oh, he swept the entire strike zone. Went from a little inside to a little outside.
That strikeout was presented by Coppers, protecting what matters, preserving the future. Adley Rutschman, you can see he's really searching early on in his Red Sox career. A little rehab for him. And they got him activated this last week. Right wrist inflammation had him on the IL. It's 0-2. The number 1 pick overall in 2019. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Rutschman. Two and two. Yeah. 2 number 1 catchers right there. Number 1 overall. Davis, the Pirates, and Rutschman with the Orioles. Strike 3 call.
You notice Davis didn't throw that around?
I saw that. I don't know whether he thought.
No, he knows it's outside. He didn't throw it around. As soon as Rutschman saw that, I'm surprised he didn't tap his helmet.
I mean, it's almost like Davis was waiting for him to tap his helmet.
Yeah, exactly what was happening there. He knew it was a ball.
Pop up on the infield. There's Lau. Good work, Barco. 1-2-3. 7-0 Pittsburgh. Fourth inning. That's more like it. Hunter Barco. A lot of strikes. Aggressive to the 1-2-3. And Jordan Comedina, the catching coach, talking to him.
He got that last out on 1 pitch.
It's Merlin Valdez now against Patrick Sandoval.
He only threw 11 pitches that inning.
Valdez has doubled to left, doubled to right. Bob talking about how crazy baseball is. Just Valdez, a perfect example of that, had gone through that stretch where he walked or struck out 19 straight plate appearances and 23 of 25 before Saturday.
Before he got a base hit off a catcher.
And then on Sunday, he struck out 4 times and then goes on to put the ball in play 8 consecutive plate appearances, 11 of 12 and 13 of 16. And here today, 2 for 2.
I'm not sure. He just put the ball in play off the catcher. Didn't get a base hit.
Didn't he? Didn't he get a hit off the catcher?
Right, he put one in play off of him. I know. I'm trying to think now if it
yeah, he definitely
was a hit.
singled.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's what broke his run. But he had a run going there for a while where he wasn't even getting balls put in play.
Right, exactly.
Even for outs.
That's the point. I mean, that stretch, 19 consecutive plate appearances with a walk or a strikeout, not putting ball in play. This fouled off his foot.
After being the most dominant hitter in baseball for a month.
National League Rookie of the Month in July.
Tons of home runs, RBIs.
And the changeup gets him this time. For Sandoval, that is his 5th strikeout. Ryan Reynolds has hit the ball hard twice. Doubled in a run in the first, singled in a run last inning. Serving as the designated hitter this afternoon. The second time this season. Marcell Ozuna, before
no days
he
off,
was designated for assignment, the most, of course. 66 games served as the DH. But yeah, no days off for Reynolds. That streak continues. And now you're going to check on Sandoval. So Sandoval coming back from Tommy John surgery, and then, well, actually the internal brace surgery, which was performed while he was with the Angels in June of 2024. That same procedure that Jared Jones underwent last year. But then on his rehab, he had some biceps soreness that slowed his rehab down. So that's why just his 7th appearance. Speaking of Tommy John, by the way, you know, he passed away today, Bob.
No,
at the age of 83. He had been living in Bradenton. Tommy John, who underwent the very first UCL reconstructive surgery back in 1974. Here's that last pitch. Raised a bit of a red flag the way he reacted to it. One ball, 2 strikes on Reynolds. Now 2-2, and again the hop.
Frustrated. I don't think he does it out of pain. I think it's just frustration.
Looks like he's in pain when he does this. Ouch. I'm fine. Popped up out of the play.
Did it again.
Off to the right.
He's fine.
Now the manager and the trainer went out to check on him, and he said he's fine. And there's nobody up in the bullpen. He's shaking off some signs there from Connor Wong.
Pitch number 76 on its way.
Still 2-2. Sandoval's second career start against Pittsburgh. Three balls, 2 strikes. And he walks him. A 1-out free pass to Reynolds brings up Lau. Coming up on Friday, September 4th, Angels in town, 6:45. Get here early. Pre-game celebration honoring the 2026 Pirates Hall of Fame class. Wilbur Cooper, John Candelaria, and Jack Wilson. Hall of Fame night, Friday, September the 4th. Pirates Angels. Get your tickets at pirates.com/Hall of Fame game. Strike called, and if you want to see it, the festivities, you have to be here because it'll be a national TV game. As Brandon Lau takes a strike. Lau's hit the ball the other way twice against Sandoval. Now he's in the hole 0-2. On 3 pitches, he strikes him out.
Couldn't get that first one. Flores has gone down on strikes twice so far.
They do get Raymond Burgos up. Two balls, no strikes on Flores. It's 3-0. How much longer they're going to go with Sandoval? Swinging. Takes an aggressive cut. 3-1. Well, we have a moment. I want to say happy birthday to Janet Brady a day early. Happy birthday, Janet. And well wishes go out to Sandy Scholes. She's looking to rally just like the Bucks, hoping to rally here in the middle of August with about 6 weeks left. 3-2. Trying to win a series for the first time in a while. Well, the Red Sox certainly rallied.
Important to even look beyond winning a series to putting together a winning streak.
Mm-hmm.
Jump back in the hunt for the postseason.
Three and two. Walked him. Talk about the Red Sox rallying. The Red Sox were 10-17 under Alex Cora. They fired him and replaced him with Chad Tracy, who had been managing their AAA affiliate, and they certainly put together an incredible month of July.
Yeah, they went from out of things early to now right back in the middle of things. They are with the number 2 team in the wild card.
Yeah, you know, just on June the 24th, according to Fangraphs, they had a 9% chance of making the postseason. June 24th, now that's up to close to 80% now. Fly ball to center field. Rafaela makes the catch as Mangum flies out. Pirates up 7-0 on the Sox. On game nights with MLB Plus, stream MLB Network 24/7 in the U.S. and select out-of-market games every week. Plus live radio broadcasts of every game, game day 3D, big inning, and minor league action. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus to subscribe today. Andrew Monasterio faces Hunter Barco. Barco a 1-2-3-4 in relief of Lake Bacher. Bacher able to pitch 3 scoreless. Big part of that was getting this batter, Monasterio, to hit into a 5-4-3 double play with runners at first and second, no one out in the second inning. It was a 2-0 ball game at that point. Rolled Delau, 1 out. And now here's a message from Levin Furniture and Mattress.
Get the guaranteed lowest mattress prices for life at Levin.
4 up, 4 down for Barco. Facing Jarren Duran. 25-year-old Hunter Barco.
Barco's been pretty efficient so far, too. Having to throw a lot of pitches to get these outs, but now he's 2-0. Yep. Should have been 1-1. It's definitely a strike.
And a base hit for Duran. Barco, a couple of outings with the Indianapolis Indians after he was sent back down following his July 30th appearance against Cincinnati. Made a couple of starts at Indy last time out a week ago with 6 shutout innings against the Iowa Cubs. And now Henry Davis is going to go out and chat with him.
Well, it's a little different this inning. Falling behind a couple. But now it's, you know, you look back in it, that he should have been a 1-1 count prior at bat. But with this big lead, it's so important. Just throw strikes. If they're going to mount any kind of a comeback, you can't give them help. They have to do it with the bats.
First pitch inside following the visit by Henry Davis. 2-0. Three balls, no strikes.
That's another one. Huh? Not getting any help from the umpire. All of a sudden, it's a very small strike zone.
Gets help there. 3-1. Jonathan Parr, the home plate umpire.
That was kind of an old school 3-0 call.
Missed the one before.
Well, if it's a 3-0 count, you get it close, they'll give you one, as long as it wasn't just an obvious ball.
3-2, and now a challenge. ABS powered by T-Mobile. Both teams have both challenges left.
Ball is confirmed. Pitch is a strike. Boston has 1 counters remaining.
And he loses them. You can stream Pirates games at home or on the go with SNP 360. Just go to getsnp360.com or scan the QR code. Log in with your provider and get direct access to live games, plus all of the Pittsburgh sports content you love. After Barco got the first man, the ground out, Duran singles, and now he walks Siegler. 2 on for Connor Wong. And ball 1. Ball 2. Here comes Bill Murphy.
You know, Greg, something I don't like that 3-2 changeup.
Right.
Like, if I was to tell you, Greg, I'll give you 5 $100 bills, knock that can off that fence post. Would you throw a changeup at it, a circle change, or would you throw a fastball at it?
Probably a fastball, I guess,
You'd
right?
probably throw something that's dead straight.
Yeah.
Well, I think a 7-0 lead with a 3-2 count is a similar situation where you want to throw a strike for sure. Now, if you can throw the, if the changeup is a real good strike, there's guys that have great command of the changeup or great command of a cutter or slider, whatever. It doesn't always have to be a fastball. And we haven't seen that much of Barco. I think 14 innings before today has been kind of scattered out. But I just, he missed with a 3-2 changeup in this game scenario. I just wonder about why throw that.
Hunter Wong drives one to deep left, and that's a 3-run homer. His fourth. It's now 7-3.
So if he would have threw that same thing to Sigler, and he did the same thing with a hit over the fence, you've given up 2 runs. So why not make that? See, here he does it on a 2-0 pitch, which is similar to a 3-2. You're thinking, I don't want to walk somebody. But even though he gave up a 3-run homer, Pirates still have a 4-run lead. So even the worst case scenario happened, and you still have a 4-run lead.
Line foul by Sogard. Barco retired the first 4 Red Sox batters, then gave up the hit to Duran, walked Sigler, on that 3-2 pitch. This splitter misses, and then gives up the home run to Wong. For Wong, his 4th. It's the 4th allowed by Barco in the big leagues this season. And now he's fallen behind 3-2, and that's not good. Isaac Matson's going to start to crank it up in the Pirates bullpen. Matson up. Struck him out, but a challenge from Sogard.
The batter challenging the pitch.
Sogard seems pretty convinced it was a ball. He was walking toward first base already.
Ball is confirmed. Pitch is a strike. Boston is out of challenges.
No more challenges for the Red Sox. ABS powered by T-Mobile.
I don't know how he could have been convinced that was a ball. The whole baseball was in the strike zone.
You sometimes have to question the timing of these challenges.
By the way, there's a 3-2 fastball where it didn't go to the fence.
Right. Yeah. Liner to center. Well, after the home run, he gets the next 2. Pirates lead 7-3. 7-3. Pirates lead it. It's Peyton Tolley, Red Sox left-hander, and time for our Stack the Deck, presented by the Baseball Card Castle in Cranberry. A few 2026 Topps Heritage cards for some of the Red Sox, including Tolley's rookie card, Aroldis Chapman, Wilyer Abreu. Nick York pops the first pitch up. Ball drops. Sogard went out. So various cards, compliments the Baseball Card Castle.
If you're in the market, tremendous place to go. Amazing selection.
Bounce to third. And one away. Ramon Burgos.
Only 6 innings. Not a lot of stuff going on there. Been a strike thrower, though. He hasn't walked anybody in his 6 innings, couple of games. Not giving up a whole lot of hits either.
Burgos up today as they placed Justin Slayton, right-hander, on the IL with right elbow inflammation. Masataka Yoshida, who left the game last night, lands on the IL with a left hamstring strain. Billy Cook, strikeout and a walk. Burgo's second stint with the Sox. Shallow left field, and nice catch by Duran.
Well, that was a fine play. He had to come a long way for that. We've been seeing a lot of fly balls, some pop flies, just evading Red Sox gloves today, but not that one.
Here's Henry Davis. He delivered a sacrifice fly in that 5-run third inning. Guard came off. Wind starts to pick up.
Yeah, there's rain coming.
We'll be fine.
No, we won't. It's going to get here.
We'll be fine.
Oh, we'll be fine. I think some of the folks are probably going to get wet.
One strike. 2-1 on Henry Davis. And again, issues with that guard. Velcro coming loose. 2-1. Davis and Rafael Flores Jr. doing the catching these days. Back and forth. Flores caught the game yesterday. Davis on Friday. Andy Rodriguez on the injured list.
It certainly is the story with every team, but that story for every team, including us, every year, it's can you stay away from major injuries? How quickly can guys come back?
Davis to left. Deep left, catch made. Duran. Pirates retired in order. Lead 7-3. For AHN Game Day live, 30 minutes before every game here on SNP. All the latest news on your Buccos, plus insights and analysis from our team of Sportsnet experts. Nobody gets you ready for the start of the game like we do here on SNP. Placing some cones. Pirates scoring 2 in the first, 5 in the third. They chase Patrick Sandoval. He goes 4. And now Barco wants to put up a 0 here in a big way, and a pop up. It's going to drop into the dugout. He retired the first 4, Bob, and then he gave up a hit, a walk, and a homer, and then the next 2 set down.
His last hitter right here.
Yeah, they've got Matson up.
Pitcher challenging the pitch.
ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Ball Ball is confirmed. The Pirates has one challenge remaining.
That was close. Bouncing ball, a tough play. Good exchange, and got him. Nick York, well done.
Yeah, fine job on that one. Pirates have made some very difficult plays today.
Nick York.
Like Lake set the tone with that play on the bunt that he made.
Yeah, Lake Bacher.
First inning.
First batter, Sogard. Rutschman now. I have to think that ideally Don Kelly would like to get at least 3 from Barco, and another challenge here from Henry Davis, ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Challenge on the pitch. Ball is overturned. The pitch is a strike. The Pirates have one challenge remaining.
He's 1 for 2 this inning.
Not being very aggressive. I think last inning he probably in his mind thought there was a couple there I should have challenged and didn't. So coming out strong with the challenges here.
One ball, 2 strikes. Henry Davis. There the coaching staff, some of them. And there's a strike 3 called on Rutschman.
They have no challenges.
4 strikeouts for Barco.
Take a look here.
Oh boy.
Yeah, way down.
They would like to have a challenge there, wouldn't they?
Way down, Stan.
Man.
There's not close.
There's Chad Tracy. And home plate umpire Jonathan Parra.
You think 2 challenges is enough, Greg? Let me ask you. I'll rephrase that. Oh, never mind.
Fly ball right center, and Billy Cook. 1, 2, 3. Pirates baseball on SNP is presented by UPMC, the official healthcare provider. Sports coverage on SNP, and by #1 Cochran Club One Rewards. Earn points, save money, and get discounts on gas. Join for free at club1rewards.cochran.com. Jared Triolo leads off his 4th at bat, his first AB against this reliever, Raymond Burgos. He got that rally started in the 3rd with the infield hit. And he tries to drop a bunt down. And with that third baseman way back.
That'd have been an easy hit if he kept that fair. He was playing deeper than he's standing right now.
On 1 count. One and 2 on Triolo. It's Triolo, Valdez, Reynolds. In the bottom of the 6th inning. With rain on the way. It's an official game, though.
I don't know, Greg. I think it's going to miss us.
And kind of in between play, Monasterio makes the play. 1 out. And now here is Esmeralda Valdez, and StatCast powered by Google Cloud. His third inning, fly ball. The wind definitely played a role. Brings that ball 6 feet, and so it would have been a home run.
Wind blowing pretty good right now. Might move one a little bit further than 6 feet.
Double to left, double to right his first 2 times up.
Hard for me to figure out what the wind's doing here. I look at the flag sometimes and it just doesn't seem to be pushing on the ball the same direction the flags are blowing. You get like some eddies and stuff coming in around the scoreboard. But it has an effect. It's just sometimes tough to predict what that effect is. Basically a 2-deck stadium, so the roof is not all that high, so that the wind does easily get into the interior of the stadium and have an effect. Similar to what happens at Wrigley.
Three-2 now on Valdez. He works a walk. Only got nothing to hit there other than that the third pitch that caught the bottom of the zone. Reynolds now, who has been on base 3 times. RBI double, RBI single, and a walk.
Yeah, he's had the best, I think, at bats of the day. He has looked locked in, all 3.
Count even on him. _135th consecutive game played for Brian Reynolds. Roller to third. There's 1, and they turn 2. Durbin starts it, and on to the 7th. Well, we're in a delay. Just as Isaac Mattson was making his way in from the bullpen, umpires told him to put on the brakes, and they called the tarp, the ground crew, to pull the tarp.
I told you it was going to miss us so, Greg, because it's not raining.
Right.
It's going to go.
Watch this. Here's Mattson.
Right around us or right over us.
Coming in from the bullpen. Not yet.
Well, still come on in. You don't have to stay out underneath the ledge.
So it takes a Yui and heads back to the bullpen.
Been a busy summer, I think. We've got a lot of wet weather.
Yep. Kirby Yates is going to be coming in. And we'll be coming right back. The Pirates lead the Red Sox 7-3, about ready to resume and to begin the top of the 7th inning. Isaac Mattson is back out there. We just asked the Pirates PR department about whether he was officially in the game, and we're told no, he was never announced, so he was not officially put in the game. So Isaac Mattson is heading back out there to the bullpen. Lake Bacher, he can sit back and enjoy his 3 strong scoreless, set the tone. Hunter Barco went 3, gave up 3, struck out 4. Bacher struck out 4 in his 3 scoreless. And we recap what's happened so far. Our game dashboard report presented by your Western PA GMC dealers. Patrick Sandoval gave up 7 runs in his 4 innings, as the Pirates scored 2 in the first and 5 in the third. That's Merlin Valdez, 2 for 3 today. Lake Bacher, again, the 3 scoreless as the emergency starter. Leading 7-3. Brandon Lau taking an opportunity to sign some autographs.
Yates is still out in the pen, warming up, so this might not be a 6:05 on the money start.
Kirby Yates, one of the pitchers the Pirates got at the deadline. He pitched on Friday. And really, Bob, we touched on this last night on the radio side. The Pirates might be limited somewhat in the bullpen. In this day and age, managers are hesitant to call on pitchers for 3 consecutive games, 3 consecutive days. And Gregory Soto has been used in back-to-back days. Luke Weaver, back-to-back days. Mason Montgomery got the last out and the save on Friday, but was not used last night. So it will be interesting to see how they decide to try and get these last 9 outs. And interesting that they decide to not go to Matson. Instead, it's Kirby Yates. What made them decide that? After the delay,
I don't know. Obviously, Matson was halfway in before the rain delay, so he was their pick to pitch this inning before the rain, but not after the rain. So I'm not real sure why they would have changed like that. But Matson is in the bullpen. He did not get put in the game. He's still available. Yates' numbers for the season, all in really good shape. The Graybeard.
Yates drafted by the Red Sox back in 2005, didn't sign with them. He has pitched for a number of different clubs in the big leagues and was acquired at the deadline from the Angels. A couple years ago was the closer for the San Diego Padres.
Got a nice splitter.
39-year-old Kirby Yates will be facing the 6, 7, 8 men in the batting order for the Boston Red Sox. Red Sox conclude their road trip today. They have the 2nd best record in baseball on the road this year. They're 37-26 coming into this game. They had won 15 of 16 road games before dropping 4 of the 6 on this trip, which started in Toronto, a 4-game series against the Blue Jays. And the Pirates winning the first game of this series, 8-4. Boston shut out Pittsburgh last night 4-0. Monasterio 0 for 2 in this one. And ball 1. A 2-hour, 34-minute delay. And 1 ball, 1 strike. You can understand that there are a lot of Red Sox fans still here because they made the trip.
Oh, they're not going anywhere.
So they're not going anywhere.
Now, if you live here,
right,
you might have decided, all this rain, we're going to go home. So the Red Sox are very loud right now, the Red Sox fans. But nice 1-2-3 inning, then it'll be silence. They'll be quiet for the night.
And he's refreshed after the nap.
Yeah, it looked like he's about to have a coffee, maybe.
That's what that is?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. 2-2 the count. And a full count now. Yeah, Yates upset with himself. He was not able to finish up that 9th inning. He struck out Jarren Duran and then got Monasterio to fly out. "3-2. Struck him out.
It wasn't like he got knocked around. There were 2 ground balls and a blooper that the 3 hits he gave up.
Strikes out Monasterio. Now Duran, whom he struck out the first batter he faced on Friday in that 9th inning. Duran had a base hit off Hunter Barco in the 5th. Oh, 0-2. How about that? Ramon Burgos is going to go back out there.
But you know what, Greg, guys used to, it wasn't all that
uncommon
that a reliever would pitch in both games of a doubleheader.
Yeah, yeah.
As long as he didn't pitch a long time.
Yeah. Oh, nice work there. Strikes out Duran.
And the high fastball, even though he's not a real hard thrower, well placed and working for a couple of strikeouts. Same pitch for the first out. Right at the top of the zone. Both guys a little late, swinging right through it.
Anthony Siegler now. Two.
There's that good splitter of his. See if he goes upstairs again with the fastball.
That 1-2. He really is trying to silence these Red Sox fans.
I want to see him get a strike 3 on a fastball. So he can walk off the chest out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just overpowered him.
0-2.
Oh, he tried. Maybe at 2-3 inches lower, he'd have got a chase. Just a little too high. Last 2 pitches are pretty good spots. Upstairs with the fastball and then a little splitter just an inch or 2 off the plate. Check swing, says no.
Popped them up. Right field. Esmeralda Valdez. And it's a 1-2-3 top of the 7th inning for Kirby Yates. Baseball on SNP is presented by AHN, official medical provider of your Pittsburgh Pirates. By Giant Eagle, your home team for groceries. By Barrel Automotive, driven to be better. And by McClellan's Contracting and Roofing. If our name goes on it, we stand behind it, so you can stand in it. Kirby Yates, 1-2-3, top of the 7th inning. Back in the dugout. Pirates leading at 7-3. Ramon Burgos, who has thrown 26 pitches and 2 innings, is back out there.
We'll see how this works out for him. With that inning with Yates, I mean, that's just kind of a great 3 at-bats there that a young pitcher can watch and see how to move the ball around, set up different pitches, read the bat. You don't have to have, you know, lightning numbers on that radar gun to still go out there and have a dominating, easy inning.
By the time Burgos throws this pitch, it'll be about 2 hours and 45 minutes since he threw his last pitch to Brian Reynolds in the bottom of the 6th inning. Camilo Doval for the 8th, so it looks as though that's how they'll plan on it. Mason Montgomery then likely to pitch the 9th. It's Lau, Rafael Flores, Jake Mangum.
Breaking ball that he was working on the last couple hours. It is pretty amazing. You're right, Greg. You just don't see this anymore. But I mean, not totally uncommon years ago, but
well, like you said, their guys would actually pitch double headers.
Yeah, we had both games of a doubleheader, and you know, maybe 1 inning and then maybe 2 outs in the second game, you know, something like that. But you only had 5 or 6 guys in the bullpen back then. You kind of didn't have much of a choice. Doubleheaders, you couldn't have that extra call-up guy that they did.
Yes.
Expanded roster.
Right.
They didn't have that kind of stuff. So the guys that were there had the shoulder of the load. Another nice breaking pitch.
Tuesday afternoon, we'll have a brand new Bucks BP show presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Pittsburgh. Michael McHenry and Matt Capps will be joined by Rafael Flores Jr. Chat about the recent success he's had at the plate and that first caught stealing the other day. Join us at 5 on Tuesday here on Sportsnet Pittsburgh, always streaming on SNP 360. And here is Rafael Flores. 2 strikeouts and a walk versus the lefty starter Patrick Sandoval. First base today, Flores, and a nice pick, very first play of the game. It's got him on the foot. Home plate umpire Jonathan Parra checking on him. Flores hit 2 home runs at Lone Depot Park on Thursday afternoon. One off a regular pitcher, the left-hander John King, and then the position player Javier Sanoa. And his first at bat on Friday against these Sox at the opposite field home run.
How about that the rookie Baez for the Red Sox and the 3 home runs he had?
For the Cardinals.
Yeah, red hats on that. Yeah.
Oh, that's what you meant. I knew that.
Red birds.
Red hats. Oh.
Yeah, they wear red. They're not the Reds. They don't call them the Reds.
Right.
But they wear red.
Red birds. I knew what you meant. How about
Well,
that?
you could have helped me out there. Then, you know.
I didn't know where you're going with it.
All right. Well, I mean, probably everybody's heard about it by now, but it's still pretty amazing. First 3 at-bats in the big leagues, 3 consecutive home runs.
Bouncing ball trying to sneak up the middle, and it does. A base hit. One out single for Flores.
Keeps getting hits. One thing with all the injuries we've had this year, there's been some younger players get some opportunities to try and shine.
Knocks it down and throws to first to get Mangum.
Now, if he doesn't touch this, isn't that a double play ball?
Well, certainly it's a lead man for sure, and probably a double play.
Yeah. Monasterio is going to field that ball, step on the back, throw to first, and inning's over. But, you know, I understand guys try to protect themselves, but he tried to make a no-look backhand play. Why? The shortstop standing right there next to the bag to field that ball.
Nick York. 2-run single in the 3rd inning for him.
I think there should be a drill in spring training, because they always have these drills where they hit balls back to you to the field and throw. There should be one where they do that and your job to get out of the way. Just let the ball go back.
Line to right field for Nick York. Drives in a run. Came up today from the Indianapolis Indians, back in the starting lineup, and he has produced against the team that drafted him.
Yeah, he'll be pretty happy. Been a long day for him. Had to get on a flight and fly in, and now he's got 3 ribeyes. He might even go have a steak after this.
Yeah. Gives the Pirates an 8-3 lead, and he takes off and steals second base. Ground ball deep short. Nice pick. Monasterio onto first. Gets Cook, but the Pirates get another run and lead 8-3. 8-3 ball game. Rafael Flores with a base hit and a run scored. Bucks stole a base, and now you steal a deal. Scan on screen for $25 off at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Nick York steals the base after driving in Flores.
A little delay out here. Looks like the mound needs a little work. Clean the wound out there a little bit.
Camilo Doval. He pitched on Friday.
Also done some closing. Frisco, right?
Yeah. His 7th game as a Pirate.
I have a number of guys now that have had closing experience.
And as they work on the back of the mound, the front of the mound, Doval will step in front and start to toss with Henry Davis. He'll be facing the 9-1-2 hitters. Duvall came over from the Yankees in a deal for Omar Alfonso, a catching prospect. He's shown everybody. He was.
Well, they said I was drinking coffee.
Yeah. He was on camera during our rain delay, catching him nodding off several times. There's a cast that got signed at the start of the ball game.
Looks like it's been signed a few times.
Yeah. We know Nick York's on there. He was out there at third base when Nick York came out, Kids Sunday. And Nick York and the Pirates have an 8-4 lead, 11 hits for Pittsburgh as they try to win their second consecutive game against the left-handed starting pitcher. And they'll see another one tomorrow. Framber Valdez for the Detroit Tigers here tomorrow night. Connor Wong hit the 3-run homer off Hunter Barco. He made the score 7-3. Pirates get that run in the bottom of the 7th, have an 8-3 lead here for Duvall. '109 career saves with the Giants and the Yankees. National League All-Star 3 years ago. He's been really good against right-handed hitters this year. Duvall follows Bacher, Barco, and Yates. A 2-hour and 34-minute rain delay before Yates came on. Right center and a base hit. And now here's a message from attorney David Schrager.
I'm attorney David Schrager. Call or text my cell to speak to me directly for a free consultation. Don't be scared, be prepared.
Second hit of the day for Connor Wong. Nick Sogard to the plate. No challenges left for Boston. And even if they had one, looks like they caught the edge.
Been a lot of challenging going on today. There's been a number of times there should have been some challenging, but there wasn't.
Here's Chad Tracy. And Don Kelly. His club trying to win a series. Strikeout of Sogard, third straight time he's gone down on strikes.
A pretty darn good slider.
Cedon Rafaela struck out twice against Bacher and then lined to center field versus the lefty Hunter Barco. And line toward left, and that's carrying out to Mangum. And Mangum gets that ball in quickly.
A pretty good swing on that slider.
Yeah.
He timed it nicely. I mean, everybody knows that Doval, he throws a lot of sliders. No secrets. These guys have to at least be kind of looking for those pitches most of the time. Maybe not if you get 2 strikes. But you're going to see them.
Abreu came in with a 5-game hitting streak. He's 0 for 3 today. Doval gave up the hit to Wong, a strikeout and a line out to left, and he falls behind Abreu 2-0.
We took that one right to 0 on the pitch clock. Doval does get a little deliberate. He likes to, after he gets the ball back, go back a little behind the rubber. Now we got a timeout. Pitch clock will be restarted.
He walks him on 4 pitches. Brings Adley Rutschman to the plate. Ball 1. Rutschman, walk and 2 strikeouts, hitless in his last 14 at bats. The other way, and Mangum racing over, and he is there. Jake Mangum racing toward the line and left, and a fine running grab. Head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Pittsburgh leading the Bo Sox 8-3. On the UPMC scoreboard. Pirates baseball is presented by UPMC, the official healthcare provider of sports coverage on SNP. And here's Henry Davis leading off against Ramon Burgos. Pops it up. Foul ground, third base, Durbin. Brings up Jared Triolo. The top half of the 8th inning ends on a nice play by the left fielder, Jake Mangum.
Yeah, this is a really good time to go in feet first like he did, because you're not sure where the wall is and all that kind of thing. So in case you're closer than he was by a little bit, you use your legs and your feet to kind of fend you off the wall like shock absorbers.
Jared Triolo grounds out to Durbin.
He ends up sliding short of the wall, but he's concentrating on the baseball. He knows he's getting close. Knows that the foul line and then the wall is there. So protect yourself. Go in with your feet and have those hit the wall first.
Jake Mangum. And now here is Esmerlin Valdez. On base 3 times, walked in the 6th against the lefty Burgos. 2-0.
I have to remember this guy next time somebody asks me, do you think he'll be able to go back out?
Yeah. Just remember back to Burgos on August the 16th, 2026. After about 2 hours and 45 minutes, Mason Montgomery going to pitch the ninth for the Pirates. Burgos went 2 innings, 26 pitches. The rains came and they sent him back out there. Right field, Abreu. 1, 2, 3, bottom of the 8th, 3 more outs for a series win. University educating you. The Pirates 3 outs away from winning their 8th consecutive home series against an American League opponent. Swept a 3-game series July last year against the Tigers, August against Toronto, September against the Athletics. This year, 3 games against Baltimore, winning that 3-game series, and 2 of 3 from Tampa Bay. Caleb Durbin against Mason Montgomery, who looking like, well, we've compared him, at least some of his outings have been Chapman-like.
Well, you can see the huge strikeout numbers that he's put together this year. Pretty amazing. He's striking out close to 15 guys per 9 innings.
And that is just, we say Chapman-like. That's stuff that in his prime, Aroldis Chapman just blew people away, and that's what Montgomery is doing.
Well, you know, when Ben rebuilt the bullpen at the trading deadline, it wasn't just who you were adding. It was going to be, there was adjustments to roles and stuff. Everybody's going to kind of move around a little bit. You could do some different things, and it certainly is looking like Montgomery is going to be the 9th inning guy an awful lot of the time. I don't think they'll say, but I mean, he's got his own song now.
Yeah, that's right.
So I think that means something. Power fastball from the left side. A lot of them triple digits.
Weekly hit, 100 miles an hour, and quickly 2 outs. Tomorrow night's game, national TV on ESPN. Next broadcast here on SNP is Tuesday. Braxton Ashcraft on the mound against the Detroit Tigers. Starts with the BP show at 5 here on Sportsnet Pittsburgh, always streaming on SNP 360. Braxton Ashcraft talking to Brian Reynolds. Eli White going to pinch hit for Duran with 2 outs. 8-3 Pittsburgh. When we first noticed Montgomery being this dominant back at the end of July in Cincinnati, when he had like a 7-pitch 8th inning and just blew the Reds batters away. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's obviously not a save situation. He picked up a 1-out save on Friday. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Going all the way back to spring training, there was talk about by the end of the year he might be our closer because of the dominating arm he had, but could he throw enough strikes? Well, he certainly has proven he can do that, and that's one of the reasons his strikeouts are just climbing straight up.
He does it, and he's dominant, and the Pirates take the series over the Boston Red Sox. You can raise the Jolly Roger. Pirates win their first series since they beat the Cleveland Guardians 2 out of 3 right out of the All-Star break.
Obviously, Greg, every pitch, every game is very important right now. And you come into today thinking, oh, we got a bullpen game. How are we going to do this? Left-handed starter, all that stuff. And they come through with a big dominating win. And even having to sit around for almost 3 hours in the middle of the game. This is it shows a little character in this game today, that's for sure.
Time for the North Star Chevrolet Buick and GMC star of the game, Nick York, who was drafted in the first round by these Red Sox back in 2020. And his first opportunity to play against his old team, and he comes through with a couple of hits, that 2-run single in the third and the RBI hit in the 7th. Just back to the big leagues today from the AAA Indianapolis Indians. And how about an honorable mention to Lake Bacher, who won't get the win, but he sure set the tone. 3 scoreless innings in that emergency start.
Key to the game that came through.
And down to Dan Potash and Nick York.
All right, Brownie, thank you very much. Well, another big offensive day like we saw on Friday for the Pirates, and a big day for this guy, Nick York, called up from AAA Indianapolis just last night. A couple hits, 3 RBIs. What allowed you to get so comfortable so quickly?
You know, I was here early in the year, so just to get back with the guys again, it was a lot of fun.
Also a little bit sweeter to do it against the team that drafted you a few years ago?
Glad to do it against anyone. Just happy to get the win today.
So, a hit and 2 RBIs before the delay, and then a hit and another RBI afterward. 2.5 hours in between. How did you stay loose?
I was sleeping on the couch. Thank you to the fans for staying throughout the whole thing. It makes it easy to come back out and play.
What's been working for you down in Indianapolis? If I'm correct, 3 home runs in the last at least week. So what are you seeing as far as the ball at the plate?
Just trying to stay relaxed and be myself.
Well, don't change anything. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, Nick York and the Buccos victorious this afternoon and this evening, I think. Brownie?
All right, Dan, thanks so much. Yeah, long day for Dan Potash and these Buccos, and Nick York. The 2-hit day and driving in 3 runs. Took a nap. Huh, he's not the only one that took a nap. Pirate fans are going up there and acknowledging our fan that we watched throughout the long rain delay. It was the Pirates that came out winners, and this offense awakened. 11 hits, winning 8-3 and taking the series, getting ready for the Tigers tomorrow night. We'll head back to the studio to break this one down. Pirates win it 8-3 over the Bo Sox and take the series.